Although personally, I suspected the old lady all along until she got killed, or so it appeared to be. Um, and then after she got killed by the devil, I suspected the younger girl because like personally for me, with these who done it sort of horror movies, I tend to suspect the least suspicious people instead of the most obvious people because normally they turn out to be innocent. So first I suspected the old lady, then I suspected the younger lady, and eventually it all narrows down to like just two of them left, the the young lady and the former Marine, and it's like a really tense scene where you're kind of like I was rooting for the guy because I don't know, you just seem, I don't know why, like like I said, I just suspect the least suspicious people. um, so you don't know which one of them is, and then as the ending or the twist ending comes up, you find out which one of them are responsible for the cop's wife and son's death in the hit and run, and who the devil is. And I guess without spoiling it, the devil was neither one of them who were left alive. um, so let me see. It all ends up being about, I guess, like redemption and forgiveness, because the devil seems to be like an avenging angel of sorts, and who came to sort of punish or kill and take to hell the person who was responsible for the hit and run. And that's why the cop was cosmically called to that case, to be there, because everything happens for a reason. So the security guard, the religious guy, he turned out to be right all along, about the religious stuff. So, the person responsible ends up confessing, and, the devil, sort of like the last line is like, damn, I really wanted you. And I thought that was a great line. And I don't know, I guess arguably the ending was somewhat anticlimactic, but it was still satisfying in the sense that the whole, like, it was about redemption, forgiveness, and the people left alive ended up, or let me see, was it people or just one person? I'm not sure if it was like one or both of them survived, but you know, basically they end up getting saved from the devil, and the cop is sort of reunited with the person responsible for the hit and run, and he, I guess he forgives the guy. Oh, ooh, shit! I spoiled it. Anyway, he forgives the person responsible, and I'm guessing that's partially why the devil was. I guess that's how the devil was defeated. The person, by confessing, they redeem themselves of the crime, and then I guess what's done is done after that. So even though like the devil isn't like killed or defeated per se, it's still stopped from what it's trying to do. So it ends on a bittersweet but satisfying note, and overall the story was pretty good. It was very exciting, suspenseful, scary, dramatic at times. Most of the fear was pretty genuine. It didn't just rely on jump scares, even though there were some, but those were effective too. And most of the characters, they were fairly well developed and well acted by the cast. The dialogue was credible enough, and the atmosphere was pretty somber and creepy. And let me see, the music, it all complemented that well and set the tone really well. And the violence, although it was, I guess, minimal, it wasn't like overly violent, but it was surprisingly gory for a PG-13 movie. So don't let the rating fool you. Everything about the movie was pretty potently effective, for the type of story it was, and nothing felt watered down like your typical PG-13 horror movies in this era. So don't mistake it for just the typical, I guess, so-so movies like that. And honestly, I can't really think of any gripes I had with it. I mean, it was as good as I expected, from the trailer. The concept alone is what, got me interested, and I never got around to see it in theaters, but the trailer really intrigued me, and I was curious about it ever since. Although I think I mistook this movie for House of the Devil, which I haven't seen, but doesn't really interest me. So I kind of put off seeing it for a while because I missed it in theaters, and then when I saw it come out on DVD and Blu-ray, I mistook it for House of the Devil, and I guess passed it up for a little while until I finally saw it now, and I'm glad I saw it. It was everything I expected. I didn't expect anything Oscar-worthy, but for a good date movie or popcorn movie, it was pretty good. Everything was well executed, and I was a little worried about the M. Night Shyamalan association, because even though he didn't direct it, he did co-write it, and the only movie of his I kind of sort of liked was The Sixth Sense, even though I thought that was a little bit overrated personally to me. But from Unbreakable on forward, like they were all pretty much just boring to me, and I thought the twist in Unbreakable was kind of but don't let the M. Night Shyamalan thing fool you either. This is very what's the word, coherent for lack of a better word. Most of his movies, like, they're either boring or I can't really follow them that well because they're just kind of like incoherent and all over the place. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I don't know, maybe other people like his stuff, but yeah, I've never really been a big fan of M. Night Shyamalan, so that whole thing kind of worried me just a little bit. But the concept, alone interested me and kind of outweighed my distrust of M. Night Shyamalan, and I'm glad I went with my gut and saw it. So I highly recommend it. It's well worth a watch. And the director, Erick Dowdle, I thought did a good job. He directed Quarantine, which I also liked, and it's let me see. Yeah, he brought out the best in my Shyamalan's writing. So that's my review, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.